What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at the mobile suit Iron-Blooded Orphans Sigrun. This rabbit-looking mono-eyed frame is pretty interesting in this lilac color. It's got the gilded rapier. We've got the mono-eye that the Grays frame would eventually adopt. This piece is really interesting, having some shield bits with wire-guided tangles on it. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen a shield like that before. And then over to the other side, we can see its brothers, the Grimgerd and the Helmveig Reinkar. On the other side, now let's take a look inside the box. The name Sigrun, much like its brothers Grimgerd and Helmveig in its later iteration, are all derived from Old Norse Valkyries that made their appearance in Richard Wagner's Die Valkyrie, which is not only probably a mispronunciation on my part, but a really cool reference. I'm a big opera fan, so I really appreciated that. The frame that Sigrun and the others are built on is the Valkyrja frame, which was developed around the same time that the Gundams were being unveiled during the Calamity War. And since the Gundams' outputs were so much greater, they opted to use the Gundams instead, and the Valkyrja frames just got swept under the rug. The Sigrun is equipped with a round shield that has anchors that can be deployed on wires, and also the Valkyrja rapier, which is described in the literature as being made of a special material that can pierce nanolaminate armor with ease. As everything had nanolaminate during this time, this was a great weapon to have. It's a good short to mid-range weapon, coupled with the grapplers on the shield, able to get right in. It also has short thrusters to be able to cross distances in short bursts very easily. The molding on this kit is done really well, and there aren't too many stickers for color correction. I love this baby's breath purple and the white. It contrasts nicely. It's soft and pleasant to look at. You can see that the Sigrun's head opens up to reveal the mono eye, which would later be adopted by the Greys, because the Valkyrja frames were used in Gjallarhorn's research in what would eventually become the Greys. And then once the Greys, all the details got hammered out, the Valkyrja frames just kind of got put in a warehouse until McGillis decided it was time for a revolution, and he dug them out for his own personal use, since they were a good in between what the Greys would become and what the Gundams had already been. I also love the Gundam Chimaris vibes this thing kind of gives. When you attach the shield to the back, it has more of an elytra appearance, which is pretty interesting. And now let's talk about this shield. As I said, this round shield has wire-guided little tanglers and anchors that can be fired off so that you can snare enemy mobile suits and then finish them off with that nanolaminate piercing rapier. It does come with 2 segments of wire that you will have to cut. Initially, I thought about cutting them into 4 different lengths so that I could make it a little more varied and have them firing at different lengths, but ultimately I decided to just cut them into 4 even lengths and spread them out as I have here before you. And I also really appreciate the design cue on the head, with its antenna being a reference to the plumed headdresses that the Nordic Valkyries wear in a lot of paintings that you see from Old Norse mythology. Alrighty, lastly, we'll just talk about some of the articulation bits. Let me take this dynamic little bit off. You could also put it on the back like this. It has a really nice design where Even though it's kind of low, it fits right into the crease on the haunch of the back there, which is a really great detail. You could do it like that if you wanted. All in all, the Sigrun is one of the sturdiest Iron-Blooded Orphans high grades I've built. The frame itself is very tight. Of course, I say that this pops off. This like hasn't popped off in the entirety of my filming. It is one piece. It swivels up and down. Arms and shoulders are all very tight, and they move and swivel, hold their pose as well, which is very appreciative. These little fins move independently too, which is also pretty fun. We've got some generic pegs on the sides, so you can put more than the shield there if you want. There is an extra bit of a bend here. It's nice. I don't know that you'll ever really need to like, you'll ever really be posing them that low. But I guess should you want to, you can. And he holds it pretty well. The rapier does just come right out. There's no, I do wish there was a little bit of a notch or something that would connect it. This coupled with the fact that the handpiece that holds it is naturally bent kind of low, so you can get that like pointy articulation is nice, but it does lead to the rapier just kind of falling out. But that's pretty minor. Also on the back here, these vents swivel up and down independently of each other, which is another really great detail. I think this would be fun again here with some copper or something and tone that up. I opted not to do too much panel lining or anything because I think I'd like to water slide this. The Sigrun is supposed to make its debut in the IBO compilation films that are going to be coming out soon. And I just want to make sure that all of its factions and stuff, it's probably going to be some kind of McGillis nonsense. So it wouldn't be me airing too much to just throw like some Galahorn water slides on it, but I'd rather not until I know for sure. All in all, this is probably my favorite of the 3 recent IBO releases between the Asmodee, Cyclus's Schwalbe Custom, and this now, the Sigrun. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. We also have a decent amount of extra parts. We've got a lot of polycaps that went unused, which stinks. I mean, obviously he doesn't need it, so it's fine. We'll just go on the stack, but a lot of plastic not being used here. We've got 2 extra, what are probably foot or knee bits here on the E-runner that are white. Oop, just pop that one off. That's okay. And lastly, we've got ourselves another Gray's head, or maybe it's a different Valkyrja frame head. We've got some shoulder bits on the side, and then we've got thigh piece and some extra little swivel bits here, and that's all the extra parts we have. So not as crazy as some of the Battlelog kits by any means, or even as many as the Asmodee, I think, but a fair few nonetheless. And some more hands. And these actually have the little extra periwinkle bits, which is appreciated. Nice. This one's got a little more. Oh. There you go. This one's not angled as low, so you can hold it upright should you need to. And that one actually, okay, that one snaps a little better, so that's good. I rescind my previous statement. What else can I say but thank you. Guys, we passed 100 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for a new channel. I started this channel 6 months ago because I was new to the hobby and I'm usually pretty introverted, but I kept meeting really passionate people at hobby stores that wanted to talk about Gunpla, and they even brought me out of my shell. And we would always have these great conversations that would go on for 30, 40 minutes, sometimes even an hour with this complete stranger, and I would never do that before. And I was just so humbled by this community that was so eager just to share and talk about what they love and be so passionate and excited about the things that they made. So I thought I would start my own Gunpla channel to continue to cultivate this community. I'm very appreciative whether you've been watching for a long time or you're just now joining us with some of the more popular videos of mine that have been taken off. Thanks for watching, guys. I really enjoy interacting with you guys in the comments, hearing your takes, your opinions. I'm happy when I can help and answer questions and also be helped by my audience and hear your own tips and stories. It's really great. I think that we have a great community in the Gunpla community overall. If you're interested in continuing, whether you're new or not, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll have the link down below so you can participate in polls and also see more in between stuff, in between my videos that I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm very appreciative and humbled. If there's any other content that you would like to see me do, or tutorials, how-to guides, let me know down below. Or even if you just see something in the background here that you want me to bump up on the old backlog queue so I can get a review out, let me know. I'm always happy. I've got more than enough kits to build. I've got shelf here. There's another shelf you guys can't see here, and some more over there. I have a problem, what it comes down to. But nothing but good things coming ahead. Lots of cool videos that I'm excited for. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you with another video here soon because my backlog is not going down.